Hey, how you doing? My name is Jacob Piamonte, and we're gonna talk about how you can go from a lost athlete, like don't know what to do with life, just where your mindset is at the shitty mindset where you just right now you feel you don't know what you want to do after basketball or after your pro career. So that's where I'm coming because I experienced that last year, and so I really want to talk about success and how in my sport in basketball it was measured in stats, wins, and rankings. But when the game ended, that clarity vanished. I had no idea what to do. And the structure that was defined every day, where I would wake up 5 in the morning and go to the gym, I'll do my training in basketball, and then I'll come back to my dorm and then and then cook up some food and then go to school and then come back to the gym and work out and then I'll eat again and then go to the gym and play some pickup basketball to work on my skills. And it's not like that anymore because it's not who I am anymore. So without the scoreboard I used to look at every single day, many athletes find themselves directionless, searching for a meaning in the world that no longer keeps score. Oh wow. I was a, yeah, that was when I was like shit, like I was fucked up. I was like, ugh. But so the identity crisis, you got to identify of who you are now. Like the identity where you used to play sports is like tied to your performance and applause. Like those people are crowd. You love that feeling. You love like you playing your your best and people are like complimenting you. And it feels great. But without the structure of training, competition, and team belonging, many athletes like you face a profound loss of self. The transition strips away the familiar markers of identity, leaving a void where purpose once lived. Where people like, where you would definitely feel right now like, man, I don't know what am I gonna do, and that's where I come in to really help. And here are the three, and here are the actionable steps I want you to take after at the end of this video. So, so the truth that no one tells you, your skills from basketball, baseball, soccer, running, weightlifting, it did not vanish. It did not vanish when you stopped competing because you actually are meant for more. Because your skills from sports, you have your soft skills. You know how to be a leader. You know how to listen. You know how to help other people. Those are skills that you have. But you have to use those skills to help yourself. You can't just stay in your room doom scrolling or just doing nothing. So your habits are transferable. The discipline that built championships builds career and relationships. Your edge is your mindset, not the medals. It's your resilience and grit matters more than the trophies ever did. It's all about the journey. The journey that you have from the beginning to the end of that sport. Now you're creating another journey of your beginning of your career and your life. So this is where the pivot point comes in. You must choose a direction, not 10, just one path that channels your competitive fire into building something bigger. So for me, it's online coaching because I had the skills that I have from basketball to help lead other people, to make other people better, and that's what I want to do. So that discipline, that direction is where I'm setting myself towards to. So the discipline that made you elite in sports becomes your foundation for entrepreneurship, but only when focused with singularity, intensity on a vision that extends beyond personal achievement. As you can see that photo on your right here, that's you right now. You're trying to move that block. So you're at the bottom, right? And you see a chart where you go right here, you work, you work, you work, you work, you work, and then it skyrocket. The output skyrocket after you put so much input into one thing. And this is where the block comes in, where it's going to get harder. But as you keep turning, it shapes, when you keep turning, it shapes into a spear, and more, and boom, you'll be moving. The momentum carries on. So this is why I just want to use this photo as an example. So the mindset shift. So this is where from outcomes from like medals, trophies, to system, like focusing on building consistent habits rather than chasing your results or goals. Yes, goals are very important, but it's how you get there because it's all about the journey, like I said. And the daily reds beats sporadic wins. Small, repeated actions compound into meaningful transformation. So, like for example, me, first thing I wake up, make my bed, I pray to God. That's who I am. I'm a Catholic, so I pray to God, and then after that, I would journal, and then drink my water and go to the gym. So, process creates identity, and who you become emerges from what you do every single day. So, building your new foundation, first you have to have a good quality sleep. That optimize your recovery and actually helps your performance in like sports or business or your work, anything. And you have to train your mind daily. And some things that I would want you to do is dedicate 10 to 15 minutes to meditate or to build a mental resilience and clarity within yourself. And then I want you to have like a schedule, like a Google Calendar where you like list out the things that you're gonna do in that single day, because you want to plan properly where you can apply your action and know that you're doing the right things. And measure one key metric. It could be like running a mile, like your time, or it could be jumping higher, or it could be reading books, how many pages you're gonna read, something like that. You just gotta pick one. So the discipline transfer, the same ritual that defined your athletic career, the daily practice, cadence, meticulous film review, and structured recovery protocols becomes your blueprint to master in any new domain. It's whether you're building a business, or developing a craft, or acquiring technical skills. These proven habits of preparation, analysis, and restoration create a foundation for excellence. The discipline doesn't retire when you do. It simply finds new arenas to conquer. So here are the 3 steps that I want you to do right now. First, write down everything you want to do in life. And then I want you to pick one thing, just one thing that matters to you the most. And then stick with it until you become successful with it. So for me, I didn't know what I want to do, but I know when I was a kid I want to be famous. So I thought about content creation, and that's just something I'm working on until there's many ways you can do content. And that's where I thought about like, oh, I want to help other people. I want to motivate other people. So that's where I thought about online coaching. So that's something that I did for myself. So that's what I want you to do for yourself. So write down everything you want to do in life and pick one thing. So the transformation, you become a builder. Same grit, new arena. The scoreboard turns into milestones. Each small win stacking into something larger. Consistency is very important because it compounds into identity. The discipline that once shaped your athletic performance now fuels your creative work, transforming repetition into mastery and daily effort into lasting impact. Thank you for watching this video, and I want you to comment on your chosen path and share what your mindset shift resonate most with your current journey. And lastly, I want you to share with someone who also needs this pivot, whether it could be your siblings, it could be your friends, your parents, your cousins, it don't matter. Or a stranger on the street that you see. Just pass this to along to someone who is stuck in their own head, because it always feels great to help other people as well. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.